What would I do if I only had 15 minutes to grow my business on Facebook? In today's video, I'm going to share some of the realistic actions that I would take to create the most impact in least amount of time. So let's go. Listen, I understand all of us don't have the time, don't have the whole day to spend on social media. Like some of you guys are actually maybe working at a job, working at a 9-to-5 job and still trying to grow your business as a side hustle. That's why in today's video, I'm going to share simple tips that you can take to grow your business. If you only had 15 minutes, you would still be able to do your job or spend your time on other things and at the same time grow your online business. So here are some of the things that I would do if I only had 15 minutes a day to grow my business online. I would spend first 10 minutes to look for the people who are from my niche or comes under my target audience. So let's, for example, if I'm selling organic marketing tools, then I would look for the people who is interested in solving organic marketing problems in their business, or the people who is looking to grow their business organically without paying money for running ads. So what I would do is to find Facebook group where these people are hanging out. So the goal here is to get the visibility inside the group and finding you the right prospect. I do suggest you to automate this whole process of finding prospects inside a group with software, but let's say you don't have the right tool to do it. What I would do is I would focus on providing value inside the group first. I would look at some of the recent posts inside the group and see where can I add my 2 cents, where can I add something into the conversation. So for example, if someone is asking for an advice on what type of software to use to automate their marketing business, then I would chime in and leave my 2 cents on that particular post. Now, once I have added some value and got some visibility by commenting on other people's posts, my next step would be to send friend requests to the people that I think would be fit for my product or service, would be the right type of customer for my product or my service. Now, most of the people inside the group might not know you yet, but by seeing you providing value inside the group, they might come and check out your profile and add you as a friend. And please remember that the goal here is to be genuine, authentic, and helpful. Don't just add someone because you think that they will buy something from you. Build relationship first, provide value, and the rest will follow. What would I do with the last 5 minutes? I would spend that 5 minutes to create valuable content for my target audience. Now, this could be the form of blog post, video, or maybe a status update on Facebook. By consistently providing value to your target audience, you will be able to build that know, like, and trust factor with your audience, which will lead to more sales for you in future. Now, make sure that you reply all the comments that you get on your post, and sometimes maybe reach out to them, reach out to some of the friends that who has commented on your post. Maybe sometimes reach out to them and start building relationship with them as well. We are very time restricted here, so we only have 15 minutes. So the other thing that I would do is repurpose my previous content. For example, if I have written a blog post or a newsletter previously, and I would try to turn that one blog post or the newsletter into 3 or 4 small videos and post them on Facebook. Or maybe I would use some of the content from the blog post and then add something on top of it and then post that on Facebook. Now, this will help me to save my time and still provide value to my audience. One of the great way to repurpose your content is to follow the 80-20 rule. Spend 80% of your time promoting your content and then spend 20% of your time creating the content. Now, this repurposing works only when you creating content for last couple of months and you have something in your hand that you can repurpose and post it on your Facebook profile. But let's say that you don't have anything, you are just starting out and you don't really have have anything created already. So what would I do is I would focus on using the Facebook Live feature. Going live on Facebook is one of the great way to build relationships with your audience and also increase your reach and engagement. So I would leverage the feature of going live on Facebook every day for 15 minutes, sharing my knowledge, insights, what's going on, what is it that I'm working on right now in my business. Basically sharing anything that I know my target audience might find valuable. This is a very powerful way to build momentum and increase your visibility and engagement with your audience because they get to see the raw and uncut version of you. It also allows you to answer any questions or concerns that your followers and friends might have. It also allows you to answer them real time. It might sound scary, especially if you are not so comfortable in front of camera like me. I have been there, but the one way that you can actually get out of that zone is just by doing it. Because again, as I said, that going live on Facebook is a great way to build relationships. So be sure to be authentic, be real, answer any questions and engage with your viewers. Now, if you don't like any of the two tips that I just shared with you, maybe because you are already on top of your lead generation and content game, then I would focus on the engagement. So if I had only 15 minutes in my hand to grow my business on Facebook, then these are the two groups that I would focus on giving engagement. Now, the first group is your friends on Facebook. So what would I do is I would pick 5 to 10 people, like 5 to 10 friends on my Facebook, and then I would go to their profile and then I would leave a meaningful comment on some of their recent posts. Or if I see something on my Facebook feed while I'm scrolling, I would also leave a meaningful comment on some of the posts that I liked. By meaningful comment, I mean to say something like this. When I say meaningful, I really mean meaningful. I don't mean in a way that you just leave one or two words, because that really doesn't help or provide any value to the audience, like to your friends, when you leave a 1 or 2 word comments like this. So try to leave a meaningful comment which adds some value to the post, to the related post, will eventually work on your favor in future. So leaving a meaningful comment on some of your friends' posts doesn't only just increase your engagement, but you will be also able to build stronger relationships within your niche. It's more likely that you're going to get a reply from your friend, which will tell the Facebook algorithm that you and your friends like each other. Now Facebook will start showing your post to those friends of yours. And also at the same time, when you are leaving a valuable and meaningful comment, it also attracts other eyes on that particular comment. Because when you leave a comment, it's more likely that your friend's friend is also going to see that comment, which also gives you more visibility and reach for free. Now the second group of people that I would also want to give engagement on are the industry leaders or your competitors who are also from similar niche like yours. So what would I do is I would go to their profile and start to engage with them by leaving a thoughtful comment that adds value to some of their recent posts. Now sometimes it might happen that as because they are industry leaders or the experts, that they are busy and they might not reply to your comments, but that's not the goal that you are trying to achieve here anyways. The goal is to get on their radar so that their fans or followers sees your comments and then start following you too. And again, this is a great way to get more exposure for your brand, because now you have the potential to reach out to a wider audience. And again, it's all happening organically. You are not really paying any money to anyone for anything. It's like leveraging someone else's audience. And last lastly, this is a bonus tip that I'm going to give you is to leverage Facebook Reels. Now, as most of you have heard that Mark Zuckerberg recently announced that they're pushing Facebook Reels into the algorithm, which means if you start using Facebook Reels, then it will give you more visibility, reach, and engagement. I would start creating valuable and educational short videos that I know my target audience would get value from. Now, so far in this video, I have shared 3 actionable steps that you can take if you only had 15 minutes to grow your business. You can either find relatable Facebook groups that you know your target audience is hanging out and start engaging with some of the posts inside the group, and then also start adding the group members that you think might be a good fit for your product or service. Then the second thing that you can do is repurpose your content that you have already created and leverage the feature of going live on Facebook. And the last tips that I have shared is leaving a thoughtful and a meaningful comment on your friend's post or on the industry leader's post. So if you find something that you know that you can add some value to the conversation, then go ahead and start doing it, because it will give you more reach, more visibility, and more eyes on your profile. And this actionable steps becomes much easier to apply for you to implement when you have the list of the Facebook groups that you want to target, and also the list of the people that you want to leave the engagement on, right? Like, let's say you have a list of 10 industry experts that you know they're from similar niche like yours, and you want to target their audience. Then it is going to be much easier for you to leave comment on their post because you already have the list. The same thing applies when you are targeting other Facebook groups. If you already know the groups that you are going to target, that you know that your target audience is hanging out in those groups, it will become much easier for you to go to those groups and leave a meaningful comment on some of the posts inside group, and also at the same time adding some group members that you see fit for your product or service. So when you are starting out and you only have 15 minutes to grow your business, it might take some time to figure out the list. It might take some time to figure out the groups and the lead industry experts that you want to target. But once you have the list, it is going to turn out as a habit of yours if you keep doing it every day for 15 minutes. I want you to remember that when you are creating enough content and you are providing value to your target audience, when you have that part figured out, only then start engaging on other people's posts or give engagement on other industry leaders' posts. Before you have your content game up, I don't want you to focus on giving engagement. When someone comes to your profile, you need to make sure that your profile speaks for you and your business, so that when someone do come to your profile and check you out, they immediately understand the value that they will get if they become your friends. So please keep that in mind. Out of the 3 actionable steps that I just shared with all of you, let me know which one was your favorite in the comments. As always, I appreciate you for watching the video, and I hope that you got some value from today's video. I hope to see you on the next video. Ta-da!